What is going on YouTube? My name is YoungzHero92 and it is time for some Destiny news. If you're like me and you did a little bit of good research, you would have found yourself on shacknews.com. They have an article titled The Palindrome God Roll Destiny 2. Now, the Palindrome is a hand cannon from Destiny 1 for PvP, and people farmed the shit out of it to get a god roll. According to this, fans of Season of Opulence's Austringer will certainly be pleased with the feel of the Palindrome. Both guns sit at the same 140 RPM archetype, while also having stats with a few points of one another. The glaring difference is, of course, the fact that the Palindrome is an energy weapon, which could make it a bit difficult to find a gun that fits sniper and shotgun role. And of course, the perks available on the Palindrome are a bit different to the Austringer. So let's take a look at a couple of Palindrome god rolls, as well as some options for PvP and PvE players, and some suggestions for what else to look out for. Here is the god roll for PvE. For PvE, the diminished range stat on the Palindrome is less of a concern than it is in Crucible. For this reason, you could likely forego perks that boost this stat in favor of one that helps with handling and others that boost various combat areas. For the barrel, you'll want fluted barrel, stability +5, handling +5, magazine, extended mag, reload speed -20, magazine +30, perk 1, outlaw, and perk 2, thresh. For this Palindrome god roll, the main goal is to improve handling, boost the magazine, speed up the reload speed, and ensure you're consistently working towards getting your super back. Extended magazine reduces your reload speed, but that can be circumvented with outlaw, which merely requires a precision kill to proc. Also, for all you warlocks out there, Ophidian aspects can really diminish any of those problems. Thresh is a relatively new perk. With extended mag, you'll have a better opportunity to get more kills. The second to last perk column doesn't really have a lot of great options of PvE. Quick draw and killing blow aren't necessary in PvE, and I cannot imagine a scenario where I'd want to use overflow. Bottomless grief is interesting, but it requires your teammates to be dead. Not a great trade-off. For the last column, you might also consider One for All, which increases damage by hitting 3 different targets. This, of course, requires there to be enough enemies around for this to proc. Then there's Rampage, which is a true classic. Now, on to PvP. While you might not be worried about range in PvE, you would be wise to consider boosting your range stat on the Palindrome if you plan on taking it into Crucible. Unless, of course, you want to completely grind out, if you have nothing else to do, of God Roll Palindrome for PvE and PvP. The last thing you want is to be using a hand cannon and being unable to tap snipers or spar with pulse rifle users as you're moving between areas. So, the god roll for PvP is as such. Barrel, small bore, range +7, stability +7, magazine, ricochet rounds, range +5, stability +10. Perk 1, killing wind. Perk 2, rangefinder. For the barrel perk, small bore boost both range and stability. When paired with ricochet rounds for the magazine, ensures Palindrome's damage fall off is pushed out as far as possible. Plus, not having the gun flail about is neat. Hammerforged rifling would be another option if you're able to control the stability and are more concerned with maximizing the range stats, which for now is good for PC players because, I mean, we have next to no recoil with our FOV, but that's going to change. The first perk column has 2 main options for Crucible players, but I believe killing wind to be the better option. This perk increases your mobility, range, and weapon handling after a kill, making you more lethal for the next target or helping you quickly flee a challenging fight. The other option is quick draw, but this is likely only useful if you're using Palindrome as your backup weapon when your kinetic is out of ammo. For the final perk column, rangefinder is a tried and true option. It pushes out the range of the gun, making it even more lethal for for long-range sparring. While Light.gg's community might not think so, you might be interested in Unrelenting, which triggers health regeneration while you rapidly defeat targets. With Guardians counting as more than one kill in certain circumstances, this could really save your ass. Overall, the Palindrome is a fantastic new addition to Destiny 2, and has quite a few options when it comes to god rolls. Your personal playstyle and the activity in which you're using it will ultimately dictate what you consider to be a Palindrome god roll. This article was from shacknews.com, and the guide editor was Sam Chandler. If you like their content, go on over to shacknews.com and tell them Youngest Hero 92 brought you. And as always, eyes up, Guardian, and we'll see you next time. Peace.